DraftKings Pick 6, College Football Championship Week. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Craig Bennett, a.k.a. CashKeg, here with Daily Edge Sports. And we have partnered with DraftKings Pick 6 to bring you 3 selections for today's set of games for Championship Week. If you don't have that DraftKings Pick 6 account, make sure you download it. Use that promo code CashKeg. New Pick 6 customers, play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits guaranteed. Let's get after it. All right, DraftKings Pick 6 is up on the board here, and we're going to talk about 3 plays that we do like for today's action. Again, championship week here, which is always fun, which we're going to have some pretty good games on tap. Not as many, of course, with being championship week, but still some games that we can look to attack and a lot of fun. So with that, let's dive into 3 picks that you can consider for today's action. First one we're going to go to here. We're going to go to UT, and we're going to pull up Jaden Blue. Only one pick here for Jaden Blue, and I'm going to go less than 40.5 rushing yards with him. We saw Wisner last week just absolutely have a massive workload. Tough matchup against Georgia. I think Wisner is going to continue to have that workload, and Blue's just not going to be involved much at all. Like we saw last week, he just was not involved, right? He had 7 rush yards on 5 attempts. I don't think we're going to see a ton out of him here either. I like going less than rush yards, less than rush attempts if you can get that somewhere. But here on DraftKings Pick 6, we're going to go less than 40.5 rush yards for him, as I just don't think he's going to get the volume to get there. Second pick we're going to take 2 games out of this ISU-ASU matchup here starting at noon. It's one of the better ones, I think, on the board and that we can attack. But hey, if you don't have that DraftKings Pick 6 account, you want to be eligible for a contest we're running, head on over to our Discord. I have the link in the description below. And you can, if you're a new first-time depositor at DraftKings Pick 6, you are eligible for this month. You are eligible for a free year in the drawing for a free year of our elite subscription service and other prizes as well. So make sure you head on over to our Discord at Daily Edge Sports and check out the announcements tab to kind of see to get in that drawing. So next one we're going to look at here, we're going to go to Skattebo, and we're going to go 124.5 rushing yards here. Now, ISU, they're kind of all over the place in terms of rushing yards allowed. They're 97th in the nation, giving up 173 on the ground. And Skattebo is an absolute monster. He's hard to tackle. He averages around 24 rush attempts a game this year, and they're going to have to ride with him pretty heavily here in this matchup. And I think we're going to see, 25, 26, maybe even close to 30 touches with him. And I think, he should be able to score, put up 130 plus rushing yards in this matchup. If we look at some of the other running backs that went up against Iowa State over the last few weeks, DJ Giddens didn't get stopped. He only ran 14 times, had 72 yards, though, still over 5 yards a carry. But then we look at, over to Cincinnati, and Corey ran 16 carries, 120 yards, almost 7 yards a carry. Devin Neal, same thing, 116 yards, over 6 yards a carry, only 16 carries. Taj Brooks, man, we know what he does at Texas Tech. He put up 122 yards on 25 carries. We look at Harvey over. We look at Harvey where they put 25 carries, almost 200 yards, almost 8 yards a carry. And then Caleb Johnson with Iowa, 25 carries, 187 for almost 8 yards a carry. And so again, I think we're going to see closer to those last 3 guys of Brooks, Harvey, and Johnson, 25 carries. And again, they put up 122, 196, 187. I see something more aligns with that, where this is just a little bit too light for me. So Skattebo, we're going to go more than 124.5 rush yards. And then on the flip side of it, again, I always kind of, in the regular season, I'm always like, is it going to be a Higgins week? Is it going to be a Noel week? I think it's going to be a Higgins week. Only 53 yards against Kansas State, which is rough. However, he had 12 targets that game, only had 3 catches. So it's not like the volume wasn't there. And if we look at these last 5 games, some of them which he did crush, if we look at the game against Texas Tech where he had 140, he had 16 targets that game, caught 10 of them. Then we go to the next game here against Kansas. He had 13 targets, caught 7 of them. 6 for 6 here, going up against Cincy, which they didn't need too much of because he beat them 34-17. And then going up against Utah, close game, 31-28, where they won, had 14 targets, caught 9 of them. So I think he would have cleared this as well with Higgins at this mark if he would have caught more of the ball. So the targets were there, just the receptions were not. So I think he's going to be more efficient this game, and we're going to go Jaden Higgins more than 79.5 receiving yards. If we head on over to our DraftKings Pick6 tool, kind of put in Higgins here, just kind of see where we're at with him. Again, you can get access to this tool with your elite subscription service with Daily Edge Sports. But yeah, Jaden Higgins, 79.5 yards as the DraftKings Pick6 projection. We have him for 86.8, so almost a 9-yard discrepancy there. So that's what we're going to kind of look at. If you want access to more picks, the tools that we do have, again, we got this up for college football, NBA, NFL, NHL, with projections that we have in here. So you can kind of check all this out with your elite subscription to make some better selections over at DraftKings Pick6. So again, appreciate DraftKings for sponsoring this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on your way out, and good luck with college football championship week. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.